We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's the opener of this 3-game series between the Houston Astros and the Boston Red Sox. The Astros aim to notch their 7th win in a row right after this. Paul Clemens gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy is doing quite a job against lefties. He's held lefties to an under 200 batting average to start the season, so he's doing a lot of things right when the lefties step into the batter's box.
Digging in, Craig Biggio, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting second, the third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
Standing in, Alex Bregman. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. 53 degrees here at game time as it's cooled off considerably since batting practice this afternoon. 1 out, nobody on. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard.
It's one of the beauties of playing at Fenway right there. Most places that's a double or a home run, but at Fenway you're coming out of the box thinking, can I make it to second? Because if it caroms and that left fielder fields it cleanly, you're dead to rights at second base. I mean, that's a heck of a job to hold him in this single.
Next up for the Astros, Gabriel Brock. And he's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box now, Jeff Bagwell. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Another 1-2 delivery. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Bregman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. 1 inning, he'll be given that inside corner.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Houston, and now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. Roy Oswalt will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Now batting, Larry Bird. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Oswalt racked up over 2,300 innings of work on major league mounds, and through those innings he's worked to a whip under 1.20. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable number. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Stepping in now, Andrew Benintendi. The bouncer to the left side. Bregman fields it cleanly on to first, and it's a good start to the inning for Oswalt here as there are 2 gone.
Batting third, the left fielder, Ted Williams.
Now at the plate, Ted Williams looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. 2 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Weak grounder down the first baseline. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I'd say what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and it doesn't take talent to be on time, and he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a ground out to end the inning into an infield single.
And the runner back. In now, Manuel Diaz. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. And he's safe.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
At the plate, David Ortiz. In there, now the throw. And an offline throw, but he gets the tag down, and he is out at third. 1 left for the Red Sox. We are still scoreless. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. Back on Wednesday, it was a 1-for-5 performance for him. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Fouled off. Here he comes again, 1-2. Ground ball left side. Gloved by Bogaerts. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and Michael Brantley settles in to hit at the plate. The 1-2. Sliced hard, but foul to the left. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 11 for him on the season, and the Astros take a 1-0 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Into the box, George Springer. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. The 1-2. Locks him up for strike 3. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and ambling over to the batter's box is Carlos Correa. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Astros off and running on the solo homer. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Houston. Striding in, David Ortiz, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Fielded cleanly. And that's out number 1.
Batting 6. The catcher, Jared Saltalamacchia.
Now to the plate, Jared Saltalamacchia, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Fooled him badly there. I mean badly. It's 1-2.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there, but he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
That's lifted the other way out to left. After it is Brantley. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting 7. The shortstop, Xander Bogart.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better 2-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through for a hit.
You know, D-Row, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. I can't be, you're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
Here now is Rafael Devers, and you can see great numbers over the past few games. High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Red Sox leave 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Digging in, Martin Maldonado. The 2-1 home is in there for strike number 2.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
The batter, number 7.
Striding in once again, Craig Biggio. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And he's going to get there with a one-out triple.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a knock.
Think about that. You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a professional baseball game, and for him to be able to do it 14 consecutive days in a row. As a pitcher, you have to just tip your cap to this guy.
Standing in now, Alex Bregman. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Their count now is 2-2. One out and a runner on third. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Into the box now, Gabriel Brock. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. 2-2.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
This is on the ground over to first. Reined in. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 1 run here on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Astros on top, 2-0.
Back here now as the Red Sox are ready to bat in the 3rd inning, and as they do, it's worth mentioning that their lineup has been one of the best in baseball this year. In fact, with the highest team batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage in all of Major League Baseball, it's probably safe to say they have the absolute best offense in the sport these days. As one player told me earlier, yeah, I mean, you don't have to dig too deep into the stats to understand the level we're playing at. We have a special group, we know it, and we still think we can get better. Safe to say no one else around the league hopes they can, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. The 2-1 is strike 2 swinging.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
To the plate now, Larry Bird takes this the other way to right. Brock is there, 2 down.
The right fielder, number 16, Andrew.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Oswalt ready, the 1-1. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball and out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Andrew Benintendi leaves the yard with a solo shot. 3rd home run for him on the year, and the Red Sox are on the board. It's now 2-1.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
So now to the plate, Ted Williams. Sliced hard down the left field line. And this is a fair ball as it makes its way out toward the monster. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Striding forward now is the DH, Manuel Diaz, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. One and one. Here it is. Runner goes for third. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Well, that definitely caught me off guard there. That wasn't exactly the typical steal situation with 2 outs and a runner on second. I can't say I agree with the strategy, but at the same time, now he can score a lot of different ways.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And they'll tie the ball game as the run scores, evening things at 2.
And I can't blame the pitching coach for making that walk. That's 3 consecutive 2-out hits here, so he's going to remind this guy that they just need to make one good pitch and get this inning over with. Let's see if the talk does any good.
Now a throw back to first by Oswalt, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And another throw over, and a dive, but he's back in there. Man at first with 2 out in a 2-2 ball game. Another throw over, and he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 2-2. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Now at the plate, Jeff Bagwell. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Called strike, and that'll run it full. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Into the box now, Yuli Gurriel. Gurriel behind a ball and 2 strikes. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Stepping in now, Michael Brantley. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up After your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on MLB Network after this. Bottom of the inning now. Ready now, David Ortiz. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Springer looking up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Solo shot to right center. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as the Red Sox have taken a 3-2 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Into the box, Jared Saltalamacchia. This is line to left. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
Count even at 2-2. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Now batting,
Rafael Devers the next to bat. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And a swing and a miss, as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2. Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, Matt. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
At the plate, Bobby Doerr. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's George Springer, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. This is on the ground over to first. Scooped up, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Next to the Astros, the pitchback, Carlos Correa.
So next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. And he rings up another one, make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
To the plate now, Martin Maldonado. Maldonado behind the ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ballgame, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. Still a 3-2 ballgame. So striding in, Larry Bird. Now the 3-2 pitch. On a line, that's a base hit. Throw into second. And he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double.
You know, D-Roll, that's not a bad way to keep it going. A base hit right there. Hitting streak, 15 games and counting.
Yeah, we're halfway through a calendar month, and he looks up and he's had a knock. You can't get caught up in it. You have to trust the process. Keep doing what got you to this point. Staying focused, not trying to do too much, staying within your plan, and studying the opposing pitcher.
Runner at second, nobody out. And now the runner's trying for third. Liner toward right center. And this is going to find the gap and roll toward the bullpen for extra bases. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. In now, Ted Williams. This is line to left, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. To second now, but he's safe as a run will score on the play as well. Well, that stolen base a minute ago just became that much more important.
Yeah, man, if the runner's on first, this hit may or may not bring him home, but he was on second, so he cruises across the plate for the run. It's all about finding ways to manufacture runs, and they did just that there.
Into the box now, Manuel Diaz. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And to score, the runner from second. So the base hit drives home their 3rd run of the inning and adds to his season total as we check out the league leaders in RBIs. And as you can see, he's right up there, 4th in the AL in that category. Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, so that'll be all tonight for Roy Oswalt. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Number 59 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 59.
Stepping in now, David Ortiz. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. So they'll have to be content with just the strikeout there as the runner's able to get himself into scoring position with one away. Now at the plate, Jared Saltalamacchia. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third. Three runs already home here. Towards second. And the tag gets him, but a run is in to score away from the play.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He has no prior history against this pitcher. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Seared down the first baseline. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Four runs here in this half inning. Here's Bogaerts in the air out to deep left field. On to Lansdowne and gone. It's a solo shot for Xander Bogaerts. Number 26 for him on the season, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Into the box, Rafael Devers. The bouncer to the left side. Bregman has it. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. Luckily, however, the first baseman will get his glove on it.
Everything looked routine until the throw. He just rocketed that thing directly over the first baseman's head. I mean, he's a pretty good athlete, but he had absolutely no chance to come down with that one.
Ready for another shot now. Bobby Doerr, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. From the belt, kicks and deals. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. 5 innings complete. It's the Red Sox 8 and the Astros 2. So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Craig Biggio. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
That was a pretty good fastball, and it almost got by him, but he's able to slap it in the gap in the right center field. Because of the velocity off the bat, the outfielders couldn't cut it off in time, and it allowed him to cruise into second really easy.
So now to the plate, Alex Bregman. And oh, that gets him on the mound. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Stepping in, Gabriel Brock. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Standing in now, Jeff Bagwell. Bounce towards the second baseman. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit. Ready once again, Yuli Gurriel. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. High in the air down the right field line. Here now the 2-2. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Bird retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. A run, a hit, and a man left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Boston's out in front, 8-3. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So stepping in, Larry Bird. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
In now, Andrew Benintendi. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here's a look over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. He'll try it again from first. And another foul ball. The 1-2. And now he's on the move again for second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw is there, and he's out trying to take second.
I think it was pretty apparent he was trying to steal that bag to keep them out of the double play, which the guy at the plate is certainly prone to sometimes. It's always a risk, though, and that time they cut him down.
One and two, here it comes. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for Boston, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Here's Michael Brantley.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And it's 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. Devers fields it cleanly. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. And this will go down as an E5, as you can see the exasperation on his face. So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, George Springer. 1-2 now. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
At the plate, Carlos Correa. And a curveball drops in on 2-1, 2-2 now.
Well, he snapped that breaking ball off really nice. He'll do well to keep putting it there.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Gone over the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street. Carlos Correa with a two-run shot. Number 10 for him on the year, as it's now an 8-5 ball game. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Yeah, Matty V. Well, D-Row, you kind of expect a high-scoring game with that green monster here at Fenway.
Yeah, it changes your whole mindset. Right center's out of the equation. Dead right field's out of the equation. Goes to 380 at its deepest part. Unless you want to hit one down the pesky pole, you're looking at pepper that green monster.
Into the box now, Martin Maldonado. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Gone! Back-to-back homers. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 5 on the year as they cut it to an 8-6 ball game. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Yeah, Matty V. Well, D-Row, you kind of expect a high-scoring game with that green monster here at Fenway.
Yeah, it changes your whole mindset. Right center's out of the equation. Dead right field's out of the equation. Goes to 380 at its deepest part. Unless you want to hit one down the pesky pole, you're looking at pepper that green monster.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Alex Bregman.
At the plate now, Alex Bregman. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. This is foul right side. The 2-2 one more time. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back, the right fielder. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a solo shot for Alex Bregman, number 11 for him on the season, and it's now an 8-7 ball game. Stepping in now, Gabriel Brock. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on the strength of 3 home runs. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Red Sox on top, 8-7. Now the Red Sox DH, Manuel Diaz. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. The 1-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly by Bagwell. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The first baseman, number 34, David Ortiz.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, David Ortiz. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This one is launched. Look at this. Gone. Solo shot to right center. His 2nd of the game as they've taken a 2-run lead. Wagner takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame.
Billy Wagner.
So now to the plate, Jared Saltalamacchia. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Wagner is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build a perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on.
A swing and a blast to center field. No doubt about this one. Back-to-back home runs as that one's way out of here. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Number 23 for him thus far as they jump ahead by 3. To the plate now, Xander Bogaerts. He swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one. And they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game as they open up a 4-run lead. Still only 1 out in the inning. Into the box, Rafael Devers. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Tony Sipp takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning. Now in the box, Bobby Doerr. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. 8th inning coming up. It's the Red Sox 11 and the Astros 7. Chester Arthur has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Jeff Bagwell. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Yuli Gurriel.
So here's Yuli Gurriel. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Here's another 1-2. Now a swing and a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Astros. Scoreboard operator got a break as the deficit holds at 11-7. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Larry Bird. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. The 1-1 home. And this is swung on and missed, and the American League's leading hitter is gone on strikes, 1 away. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
In now, Andrew Benintendi. Swing and a liner. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And this will get to the wall out near the 310 sign. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there, keeps that front shoulder closed, and just rips the pitch for a 2-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
Standing in now, Ted Williams. Hit hard on the ground to second. He's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Manuel Diaz.
Into the box now, Manuel Diaz. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. Line hard, but foul. Here's the 1-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Going back is the right fielder, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, making it an even 250 for his career, as it's now a 6-run ball game. At the plate, David Ortiz. Swinging a soft liner, and this is taken for the out. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. 9th inning coming up. The Red Sox are out in front, 13-7. George Springer the next to hit. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Center fielder looking up, and it's gone into the monster seats. A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer. Home run number 16 for him on the year as they try to claw back. It's a 5-run deficit. Into the box now, Carlos Correa. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. Base is empty here with nobody out. And it's fouled away. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. A reminder to stick around here after the game comes to an end here at Fenway, as we'll have post-game highlights at the conclusion of the broadcast. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Martin Maldonado. He went deep last time up. 1 out, nobody on. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact and he'll get another chance. The next 1-2 pitch. Popped high in the air. Bogarts is there for it. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter number 7, second baseman, Craig Biggio.
Settling in now, Craig Biggio. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Last strike now for Houston. Struck him out. Houston, good night.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
13-8, the final score in this one. Boston took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Paul Clemens earns his 5th winner of the year as he struck out 13 in this one. Roy Oswalt allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.